I decided to come back and make this live. And I'm aware that the topic is going to make some people, I don't know, they just like to fight, and I'm not the type of person who likes to fight at all. It's really against my nature, and so I don't like when disrespect comes in, between people, regardless of where a person is from, or something. It's just really I just find that we live in the last days. We are so miserable, in our lives, that the social media is rampant with insults, that people keep insulting one another without no reason, just because religions clash. And actually it's human evil nature that is clashing, interests, like uh, material interests that clash. Actually that's the real reason behind that people fight. And we cannot stop people from fighting, because mm, it's impossible, because the people who want to fight, they are very strong, in a strong position, and it's not in our power that we could stop them from fighting. And that's the main issue, is that it's inevitable that there will be big wars, and I think that's something that we cannot stop. That we would have big wars, because people don't want to listen to each other, and people just want to judge. You are this, you must be 100% this, you cannot be even 1% something else. It's people like really like based on judging, like this is really a sad topic, that it's about judging, um, judging how people like to judge, and people hate each other. That's the other issue. That people don't want to love each other and can't love each other. That's the main issue with people. No matter what you do, it's people are going to judge you. It's really about judging. That's the bad part about humans, is they can't respect each other. And I think that's a bad thing. So I don't know what to do about people who don't want to respect, one another. It's really not my nature to fight with people, but it's people like to judge, and that's the problem. It's people who create the fights. It's by the wrong intention. It's all about power. Everything is about who gets more money. It's not about love or kindness. It's about bad things. So I don't know what to tell you. Why people fight, I don't want to. And throughout history, there has been, fights and hatred and all those things that, come along with that, hunger and all the bad things that go along with wars, and it just goes to show the lack of love, among peoples, that, it's all about power fight. It's not about loving one another for who the person is. It's about hatred. And I don't know why it is this way, but we can't help to prevent these things from happening in the future. So it's inevitable, unfortunately, that people are going to fight, and for no special reason. Like there would be no specific, reason they fight. It's just because they want more power, and that's the thing. It's so wrong to fight in such a way, but people do, and so you can't stop them. They are going to hurt each other, in the future. So it's just, I'm saying, there is no way we can get out of this situation. I think it's going to be like a bad thing in the future. People are going to go against one another and hurt each other. That's going to happen. I mean, the last days, the prophecies, and there will be no water. Actually, I feel just strange, actually, to use water. Scarcity of water will be in the future. And so what are we doing now? Actually, humans just keep destroying each other. Based on what? Based on greed, human greed, that some people get more money and power than the others. Is that the only reason why people keep fighting? It's a horrible way, but this is going to happen. It's inevitable. People are going to fight, and for what? For no special reason than just to hurt each other. Oh, you are this, you are that, and then they are going to just go against one another because you Christian or you Muslim. Oh well, they're going to hurt each other just for what? Bonjour. J'habite à Istanbul. Et vous? Dans quelle ville vous habitez? Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, I don't speak Arabic, so good morning. I just wake up, beginner my day with opening my eyes, watching. I'm sure it will be a great day. Well, have a nice day, but I don't feel good about my looks at all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to juste à côté de Paris. It's near Paris. Wow. Je ne suis pas à Paris. I haven't been to Paris. I don't know how to say that. No, it's okay. I know Albanian and English. Wow. Um, Pers Pershëndetja. Detja, I think in hello in Albanian. I don't know. It's a very difficult word in Albanian. Persian. Detja. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Or is it that the saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh? Like barakat is like abundance or something. Je n'ai jamais. It's the past tense of the to be verb. I have not been. I have never been. That's what you wrote, I think. Je n'ai jamais été à Paris. Pourquoi tu es obligé à parler français? Why do you have to speak French? It's just because I'm interested in languages, and I don't know. I often want to give up, and I don't think that I could talk to people and conduct interviews in a different language or share about languages. I don't think I'm not able to, but actually I'm very depressed, but that's another topic. I know our language is hard, but I'm happy. I don't speak. Je ne parle pas français. Unfortunately, I can't. No, I'm not from Albania. No, but that phrase, person that's yeah, hello, person that's yeah, or decha, person, it's like Persian kind of. I don't know why the sounds Persian. Something to me like the greeting in Albanian for hello, like person decha. Nia, there il n'y a rien de me asa non. What is that? There is no what? Shalom. Shalom, Hebrew, like to Hebrew speaker. What do you have thing on your head? I understand the question. Yeah. I often feel like, on this platform, I'm judged. Whether, I look Christian or whether, it's like, I don't know what to do. And the thing is, people judge, like, you have to look, a certain way. Like, if people don't care about the person's heart. It's like they just, what's on the appearance, and there's absolutely nothing else beyond it. It's, they say, oh, this person is this, okay, and then they judge the person. And for what? And by the way, the Middle East is going to have worse issues, like water scarcity is going to be a big issue. And what do people, yeah, I mean, the thing that's happening is that I mean, our population in the world, yeah, it's like there is there won't be enough water for everyone. Like, it's just such a horrible scenario, but this is going to be hello. Oh, now the topic of, as I mentioned, religion is going to be about controversial topic. So people, what do people fight over? It's over land. They fight over land, the same land. So they say bad words about each other, right? Israel says about the Palestinians, and the Palestinians feel hurt, and they have, all these, it means that people don't love each other, right? Of course, there is such a huge inequality among peoples, no doubt about the inequality. So, we look at the world and we see some people have, mansions, I don't know, not even one, like they have many, and others barely, just in a small box, like a tiny apartment they barely rent, and that's, the life. It's like we can't expect real love in this world. Like, there's no genuine love. Like, people don't love each other for it's like it's all about interest. Oh, they take something from you, and then they don't care about you. If you fall down, nobody is going to help you rise up. This is the type of world that we live in. So if somebody falls, it's nobody is coming to help the person. And people ask this question, what your religion is, and I'm type of silly, stupid person that's in between. Because I don't find, and you saw me earlier in the beginning of the live that I was just, like doing, this, yeah, it's the voodoo. It's the ritual washing, like you wash your face and your until your elbow. You wash. Sorry, I'm so tired. And also your feet. And then you can pray, and it's 5 times a day. And the thing is, people will in the last days. There's noise from outside, isn't it? I think there is noise from outside, but maybe the neighbor is going out. I don't really care about this thing, about how people are going to, they can kill me. I don't really give a shit about my life in that sense. Like, I wish somebody came and killed me, actually. You know why? Mm. Sorry, I should sit down when drinking something and say Bismillah, and like before eating or drinking. Muslims say Bismillah in the name of God. Anyway, so my topic is not about, stirring up your emotions about topics, but this is the thing, you can't talk to people without them like, but this is our point of view, and this, and some rude words. And I don't know, my life is not about that you guys go against one another and then you start to, fight online. It's not going to lead to anything if you fight online. And this is the thing, people so judgmental based on appearance that they judge a person. Oh, this looks, this looks that, and we see that there's nobody we can talk to. We are so alone. And there's no genuine friendship. People say, but it's only the one who is worthy of friendship to us is, I mean, depending on whether or not you are Christian or Muslim, either you say God, or Muslims say Allah is the only worthy for friendship with us. That all the other people and the creation that is not those can never understand us. The other people can never understand what we have been through, and all that. They are not going to understand. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the messages. So there are so many messages. Merhaba. So greetings from Morocco. Assalamu alaikum. That, what do you mean? Yeah, you guys fight with each other. God's chosen people, land of Abraham. Not true. People call what? How many countries have They been thrown out. Who are you talking about? The 109 countries. What? And what's is there any message about, I don't know, something serious other than this, No. I suppose, I don't know. So in history, we have seen religious fights, crusades by Christian countries to, save the Holy Land, save Jerusalem. But and there were, the before that, the conquests, like Spain used to have, the Muslim population, and from the Arab countries, there was conquests, and then the Crusades came, and yeah, I mean, anyway, so actually it's really like a person's yeah, it's their conscious, like what they believe in, it's whether they believe in just the only way they their lives would have meaning is by their own actions, and trying to save their own skin. Yeah, there's that other thing about religions, that it requires submission, in every sense, that your thinking, your spiritual way is submitted, and you have to do certain things depending on whether you are a Christian or a Muslim. There are certain things that they require of you, so it's tough. And now a person is asking about the Turkish, I guess, the siege of Vienna, that was in the 17th century. So yeah, that's the thing, that we still have like these remains, like even our history lessons are full of, these countries in the past had fought against one another. Like, for example, the Russian Empire fought against the Ottoman Empire, for example. But what do we draw from those history parts? Like to this day, our present day, do we have a better life? Do we respect each other more? Do we make use of the new ways of communication, with a wide range of people, that actually do we have more respect? Or actually, I think social media and everything everything got worse over the years, because back then there was lesson school and people face to face talked more, but nowadays everybody's in a rush to more money, but nobody is having a deep conversation. Nobody cares. Actually, I don't judge you because you are Muslim or Christian, but I just care about this person because, well, I don't know, this person is not evil or not, I don't know what, and there is no such thing as reaching out. It's just superficial, reaching out. You are bound to repeat it. This is an interesting question you bring up, that why does? Why does history repeat itself? Like actually, the Jewish people say that the Holocaust occurred to them in the 20th century, and so now 80 years on, and now what's happening in the region, and what happened to Gaza is another topic for no, people don't learn from history at all. People keep repeating the same mistakes, okay? I also repeat the same mistakes. I'm still just a useless person. But yeah, in general, humankind repeats the same mistake because I don't know, there's something that makes us, have these flaws in life. Imperfections and flaws, and yeah, I don't know what language a person was writing. What language is that? Yashu da Janam. What? I don't know. Is it a language or is just some random words? But what language if it's yeah. Sağ ama ben yani dış görünüm o kadar yani ben zaten kendimi beğenmiyorum o anlamda değil yani. İşte maalesef ben bu dünyaya geldim. Hiç istemedim ama geldim işte. What I'm saying in Turkish is just that I just came into this world. It's not like it was not my choice. It was just I was born, just like all of us, into this world. And yeah, I'm not happy that I'm in this world, but strange questions I get about what I don't have. Why is person asking about a child, your child? I mean, you're asking a rhetorical question, I guess. I look horrible in every way, even if I take this off, I still look like just horrible, like it's not how to say, it's the same person. I don't change, in that sense. I don't change. Like, I want to say, are you a different person? No, I'm not. Okay, I was going to, before I finish this live, I will just make coffee. But yeah, I was just going to say that where is this? Okay, so I'm just saying that it's not me who is different. That's the thing. What people get it so wrong is that they think I'm different or something, and they start judging me based on that. Why do you judge me based on such superficial quality? Yeah, how I look. Yeah, it's not like my choice necessarily, like the physical appearance. Yeah, many things are not what we want it to be, but anyway, we have to accept that it's just a messed up world that we live in, and it's not going to get better. That's the thing. It's not going to have a peaceful, because humans cannot make peace with each other, I think. And the Christians would say, without Jesus, there is no peace. It's not lasting peace without Jesus. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, the fights and everything, and I feel sorry for people, caught up in war-torn regions, in the world, like Syria, also Yemen, and Lebanon, those countries. Christmas, and then something, I don't know the message, Merry Christmas, maybe that's what you wanted to write. So I don't yeah, I won't celebrate, actually. I don't feel that there is much to celebrate. Not just this year, it's not only this year that things are, I don't know, it's not this year necessarily. I mean, in general, humans forget. Everybody's thinking about, the social media, that they have to, I don't know, post, happy pictures, and then people will like them. And sure, people will like those ones who are happy, and stuff like that, as coffee. So, but for how long will those people like them? Actually, long term, or just, as soon as the person doesn't have the same mood, they are going to judge. Oh, like, this person is not happy, and all that, and so that they start to judge or something. It's no use. But I'm just saying, this is how it is. It's just very shallow criteria for friendship these days. It's very superficial. So it's not about deep, meaningful conversation or friendship. It's about a give and take situation. So I don't feel any So I don't feel anything about, like, it's just feel like I cannot talk to anyone. I'm just, stuck in a situation, and it's just difficult. People judge you based on the shallow, superficial things, and I just don't like it. I just don't feel good in being in that situation. It's like I don't necessarily judge anyone who is Christian or Muslim in that sense. Like, okay, hey, I live in a predominantly Muslim country. But the thing is, what do I have to be accepted? Like, it's like another topic. I just feel how to say, lost. I just feel lost in having to. It's like, there is something that people like try to fulfill obligations and all that, but you can never be weak. You can never talk about weaknesses. That's another topic. You cannot be weak. It's so, if you cannot keep up with the rest of the people, then they are going to judge you and you lag behind them. They are not going to help you. Nobody is going to help you. That's the thing. That's the thing. People are never going to help you. Why? Because everybody is preoccupied with making more money and being more popular on social media. And the reason why I'm making live video, even when I'm sick, I live in Turkey, sorry, I respond to one commenter, is because I feel so lonely and depressed in that sense. That there is nobody to talk to, no kindness, no friendship. Friendship is about sharing, and you listen to others, and who cares what other people think? Well, it's good for those who don't care about what other people think of them. They are very blessed if they don't think, oh, the other person is judging me for looking like this or speaking like this. actually people judge every single thing, you know, how a person looks, how a person speaks, every single thing they judge, like the and it's just so difficult to live in such an environment in this type of world where nobody loves each other anymore. It's like people just judge, oh, you this, you that, what do you believe in? um, or you know, if not, then oh. So I'm just waiting for it to the foam comes up. Köpük işte bilmem ne zaman. O yüzden çok zor. Somebody live in Turkey for 5 years. How is your experience? What's it like? I mean, I don't know in which city you live in Turkey. What's your experience like in Turkey? Um, like, if you are a male, it's easier for you, I suppose, in that sense, because yeah. Mm, so yeah, it's going to just boil. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I lived in Izmir in the early 60s. Well, how old are you then? Wow. I mean, uh, so how old are you then? And what was your experience like? Because it must have been very different back then. I mean, because the population has grown in Turkish cities. You know, it's like very yeah, busy. You know, everywhere. Like Turkish cities have quite populated, especially Istanbul. You know, I have heard that Istanbul has you know, like tripled the population since I don't know which year. You know, but I'm just saying it's very I should switch off this light because it's for no reason. It shouldn't be just yeah, electricity. I'm just saying that things have gotten more difficult because Turkish cities have gotten more crowded over the years. Like especially Istanbul, there's a traffic issue every single day. It doesn't matter if it's 2 p.m. only, like early afternoon, there's still traffic or stuff like that. You are free to express yourself, but also others can express on your expression. So if you do this, you have to count with I think you mean account with other people liking or yes, sadly, yeah, it's, you know, about yeah, the all kinds of responses. Yeah, I look like it's like I'm sick, and no matter how much water I drink, I get dehydrated all the time. I don't know. I have some sickness, I think, in my body. So all your problems can come true. What's wrong in Cleveland? Just wondering, the US. What's the main issue? Hello, Turkish hospitality. Yeah, they. Sorry, I didn't respond to the person who used to live in Izmir. You are 64 years old. Mashallah, mashallah. Sorry, I don't know the pronunciation in Arabic properly. Uh, I don't speak Russian, as you can hear me. Я говорю мало по-русски, потому что у меня нет друзей. I speak little Russian because I don't have friends. I don't have friends. У меня нет друзей. I don't know what падеж is this, what case is this, like у меня нет друзей. It's basic Russian, but I keep confusing the padej, and I should, look at it, and I will just in a short time, I have this coffee and try to look at it, but Cleveland problems. And then somebody in Arabic writes, what is it said, sad, and then kaf, harf, and then r? What do you mean? I don't know. Indonesian, yeah, salam alaikum. But I don't know how to greet in Indonesian. In your language, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, and it's like this cat. I like cats, but I don't have any. It's such a small flat. It's rented, so there's no cat here. And just yeah. Istanbul. The answer to the question. Walaikum salam. The city is Istanbul, and yeah, just block of flats everywhere. Yeah, big, very big city with lots of traffic. It's tough to live here in that sense. Not pleasant, I would say. Being stuck in traffic, public transportation, lots of people, and yeah, crowded, and yeah, it's taking a long time to get from point A to point B. It's just not pleasant. About all I can remember is how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just saying from 1 to 12, and okay, the last number I said was 12. 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 is 20 in Turkish. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and so forth. It goes on. The numbers, and 100 is use. By the way, use doesn't just mean the number 100 in Turkish, but it means also face, use. And the verb yüzmek, like to swim, yüzmek, it's I don't know why it has a few meanings, like I heard that Arabic language has many words in Arabic have a few meanings, but yeah, because I don't speak Arabic, so that's why the only thing I know about Turkey is the movie Midnight Express. There's some comment I can't read in what language is that? Thai? Is it a Thai language? Like the letters are very interesting, but I don't know. My friend is from there. She is a psychologist. What? Some strange messages. Salam alaikum. Where are you from? Okay, yeah. Obviously, if I make a live and people randomly join from like different times, yeah, I had mentioned that I'm from Hungary, which is a small country in Europe, and but I don't live there. And yeah, I mentioned where I live, so yeah, it's different thing. Bismillah. So Turkish coffee is people have it, you know, like besides drinking coffee, they have some water, and sweets with. Yeah, I have issue with my teeth. I shouldn't have any sweets, but it's just so tough to not have it because yeah, my teeth and you know, aging. I'm old, and so aging is affecting, I think, and bad health. It's tough. How are you? I'm asking you. How are you? I said I'm sick. I got sick. I think I got a cold. Evet, Türkçe biliyorum. Siz nerelisiniz? Ben İstanbul'da yaşıyorum. Türkçe konuşabiliyorum fakat tabii ki eksiklerim vardır. Çünkü benim yani arkadaş bir çevrem yoktur. Öyle sadece dinleyerek öğrendim. Yani şöyle söyleyeyim. Eksiklerim muhakkak vardır. Am, Ama böyledir. Yani ne yapabilirim ki artık? Am, Şöyle söyleyeyim, benden bu kadar çünkü çok yoruldum. Şu an hastayım ama yani şu an canlı yayın yapıyorum. Çünkü şu an yalnızım ve konuşmak istedim. I was just saying in Turkish that I live in Istanbul and right now I'm by myself. And I just, even though I'm sick, but I wanted to talk and make a live video. And no, I'm not Turkish, Türk değilim ben. So responding to some questions, sorry, I had to keep up with the messages. I was American and had to go to an Italian Catholic school. Well, I mean, did you like the school that you attended in the past? Like, um, I didn't attend a religious school back then. No, I come from an atheist family, so there was no mention of such as God or Allah or some say Jehovah. Jehovah. There was no mention of such thing, so I grew up without, God. I was actually, I mean, that's the strange thing. Yeah, my parents weren't religious, but um, uh, I got baptized at the age of 5 or something in a Catholic church, but I have never attended religious school at all, like no Catholic school or anything. The population in Hungary predominantly Catholic Christian, but there are Protestant Christians. However, in recent years, there has been an increase in Muslim population in Hungary. So I'm just describing the background. So if people judge me, oh, what religion do you believe in and why, and so yeah, I mean, for me it's still hard that yeah, I should have a religion, but I actually originally come from non-religious background, and it's just extremely tough that something is like people just have this template. Yeah, this person should be this. If this gender, this person is supposed to be this. And I'm like, oh, give me a break, please, because it's so hard, especially when you don't feel good in your body. You don't feel glad that you are this person that you see on the screen. And you can't do anything to you cannot be a different person. You cannot change. You cannot change it. You are stuck with what you have got. That's the bad part. I should drink some water. So it's very tough to be this obedient person in every way. It's hard. So yeah, what else have I missed? Comments, obviously I have. Magyarlar da Türk soyundan geliyor. Selam olsun. Sağ ol, teşekkür ederim. Ya çok ilginç bir konu. Çünkü tarihte bir zamanlar Osmanlı İmparatorluğu savaştı. Macar Krallık ile savaştı. Yani bu çok ilginç bir konu. Yani de sebebi sadece din. Yani şöyle buradayken tabii bu konuyu çok fazla detaylı konuşamadım kimseyle, fakat şimdi şunu söyleyeyim, sadece bunu duydum. İşte 1526'da Mohaç Savaşı vardı ve Osmanlı İmparatorluğu kazanmış o savaşı ve işte Macarları mağlup etti. İşte şundan oldu, işte sizin işte krallığınızdaki biri, işte o kral ya da işte gönderilen, yani bizim gönderdiğimiz elçiyi öldürdü mü, bir şey oldu, öldürdü falan ya da kötü mü davrandı o elçiye, yani Osmanlı'dan gönderilen elçiye kötü davranılmış ya da öldürülmüş, bilmiyorum. İşte ondan dolayı sefer, yani savaş başlatmış işte Macar Krallığı'na karşı. İşte böyle durumdan dolayı işte o Mohaç Savaşı 1526'da olmuş. Now I'm just saying in Turkish, like somebody was asking, like actually not asking, just saying greetings, like selam, greeting to Hungarians, that the Hungarian people come from Turkish roots, like from Asia. The tribes were wandering towards the west from Asian, Central Asia, and yeah. But actually, the Hungarian tribes were from like the Ural Mountains in Russia. The Ural Mountains that divide geographically Europe and Asia. Like, I have never been to Russia, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, in the distant past, Hungarian tribes were coming from that area. And I was just saying to a Turkish commenter that in 1526 there was a war. It was in the area called Mohacs in Hungary, and the war was between the Hungarian kingdom and the Ottoman Empire. There was this war in Mohacs in Hungary then, and the Hungarians lost this war, and the Ottoman Empire won. And so after this, the country was like divided into 3 parts, and yeah, that's a topic, interesting to revisit. Like, I'm interested in discussing. If somebody is a student at university who studies history in Turkish or something, or about Hungarian history, I'm interested to hear, what you have read about this topic. As for me, like, a person who is not, who doesn't know details about the topic, just superficial, like, there was this war, and the Ottomans won this war in 1526 in Mohacs, Hungary, but it's interesting. But when the Russians, another thing about Hungarian history, but when the Russians came to fight the Habsburgs, and the Habsburgs, like the Hungarians and Austrians included, back then, Then the Turkish, like from the Ottoman Empire, was asking for help from the Ottoman Empire. Isn't that interesting that when the Russian Empire came to fight with the Habsburgs, like the Hungarians and the Austrians, there was this Habsburg Empire back then, in the 18, 19 centuries, up until First World War. That's in 1918, the Habsburg Empire fell. At the end of World War One, the Habsburgs, and they lost this war, and so the Habsburg Empire fell apart. But anyway, back then in the 19th century, I think, when there was this battle, and I think when the Russians came to fight with the Habsburgs, the Hungarians were asking for the Ottoman Empire to help to fight back the Russians. It was an interesting, even now to our situation, it's a very interesting topic. Like, Hungary is a Christian country, but modern day Turkey, back then Ottoman Empire, is predominantly Muslim. So you see how when the Russians are a topic of, the Russians would come and fight with us, then even Christians and Muslims can work together to fight back the Russians. That's an interesting topic. It was back then in history. I'm just sharing with you a brief information about Hungarian history. I don't know in detail, so sorry, don't expect me to tell you in great detail what happened. I'm just saying the Habsburg Empire fell in 1918, so at the end of World War One. And so then after that, there was no Habsburg Empire. And then later on, World War II came, and Hitler was born in Austria, and he rose to power in Nazi Germany, and I mean, the outcome of World War II is who lost in World War II? Hungary lost, because although it was at the beginning, I think, on the kind of not with the Nazis at the beginning, but Hungary was attacked in 1944 in Second World War. The Nazis came and took, so basically, like, Hungary got onto the wrong side, with the Nazis, in Second World War. So it got on the wrong side. And when in 1945 Second World War ended, Hungary was on the losing side, obviously, and it lost the Versailles Treaty was after World War One. In 1920, Versailles Treaty in France, when Hungary had lost areas that now part of Romania, Ukraine, Slovakia, these neighboring countries. But anyway, on Second World War, the ending of Second World War, Hungary was losing again, and Turkey was losing Second World War too, because it got on the wrong side, with the Nazi Germany back then. So, but history keeps repeating itself, and I think again Hungary and Turkey will be on the wrong side again. in my opinion, in my modest opinion. So so many messages. If not your first decision to wake up for Fajr prayer, then there is no value in planning for the rest of your day and life, because you lost the first steps to success. So I read a message by a Muslim believer, that if somebody misses, the dawn prayer, then basically they lose the day. There was American school, so my mom sent me to a Catholic school because they spoke little English. And there's messages in. No, I'm not Russian. Merhaba. I'm going to. Hello. How many languages? Only Hungarian, English, and some Turkish. That's it. That's not nothing. It's nothing. Sorry, I mean messages. You can always change for the better, finding peace in your heart. It's always there. I don't feel that way. It was there before you started worry about anything. We all need lifted. You mean we all need to be lifted, like our moral and spirit to be left out. I'm from Rocky Mountains in USA. Wow. Colorado, right? Colorado state. No, I'm not Islamic. Sorry, if you get the wrong picture about me. Yeah, I'm not the type of person for the super. You can see my channel and find out who I am in this. Like, I don't know myself fully. All I want to say is that I don't know myself fully. There are things that I would disagree with other people, like they say about me like this or that, but I don't agree, because I don't know, I don't see myself that way. But I'm just saying, it's the superficial, topics. I'm not, but I'm just stuck. When I don't feel accepted by anyone. So it's my difficulties that I'm stuck. You can kill me. I wouldn't even care. If somebody killed me, like, hey, I hate you because, I don't know, you are Christian, infidel, kafirun, or whatever, I wouldn't care. I mean, in that sense, I wouldn't care, because my life is not valuable anyway. There are so many people, we are all struggling, in our lives, and we cannot share it with anyone. People say, but it's Allah, God is listening, to us, and He understands us well. Oh, this the Christians say. Sorry, that because I mean, in Islam, it's about your doing. It's about your actions in every sort of way. It's very much a submission in all regards of life, and yeah, I mean, what I can observe in our times is that we people want other people to be like us, like people expect, sorry, just people expect everybody to be the same, like we have no other choice but to be the same. And I don't find that there's like diversity is rejected. It's wrong to be different. Everybody wants the same stuff, which is annoying. I don't like that way. I mean, I don't feel how to say, it's not good for us. I think that we have to all be the same. We have to think the same. We have to it's like the limitations and the rules for how we can live is very limited these days. It's not about love. I don't feel there's much of a sense of love among humans. They don't love each other. They compete, and it gets worse. The more people, the more difficult it is. Like, you know, the in the cities, it gets more difficult. You know, living like. They put the rent prices up, and people have difficulty in where to live, and also the resources like water, for example, is, if it's not properly raining, you know, outside, you know, it's you know, the weather is very strange, and not enough rainfall, so it's going to cause especially for the Middle East, but I think for the entire world, it's going to be a disaster of water scarcity. And what will people do then? And then will people judge each other? Hey, you haven't washed your face, or, you know, it's not shining, your face is not shining, and yeah, you are this, you know, like the labels that go with, you know, that it's not pleasant place to you know, I don't find it. But what can you tell people? I didn't grow up in a religious family, so that's why I'm just keep repeating the same thing. Because for me, it's not coming from inwards. It's I didn't grow up with this, you know. I'm just saying it's not. It's hard for me. I'm just, you know, saying it, you know, honestly. Bismillah. So I don't feel loved, accepted, or that I can contribute to, you know, to you or to anything. I just feel depressed. I just feel like I'm just rejected, and I have to worry about what you think about me, you know, my life. Oh, she's dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. What can I do? I have never had the blessing of friendships and connections and meaningful. I was always, you know, people trying to control me. You know, when I attended church in the past, I didn't grow up in religious family, but later on things have happened in my life that were tough to deal with, and somebody advised me to go to a church, and I used to attend the church in Hungary, and but I realized I couldn't talk because, yeah, I mean, everybody was, you know, thinking of their own lives, and so there was not really a place to share. And yeah, I was told that keep praying, and you have to submit your life to Jesus, and so everything is about, you know, submission. It's really nobody is going to help you, and this is where you are at. Doesn't matter which religion you follow. I accept you. It doesn't matter to me. I don't judge you on that. But I'm just saying, it's just it's all about submission. And then the worst thing is that people are going to fight. You know, Christians with Muslims and vice versa, and the Jews also fight some. So it's all a mess. Human history is full of stories where just people weren't good, and they weren't kind. They were greedy and selfish to take more land. Everything was about land. Because why? Since Adam and Eve, you know, the first human couple, they had children, and, you know, Cain killed Abel, you know, the sibling, his sibling. He basically killed his sibling. So even if today people don't kill each other necessarily, but they still, they are not friends. They are not there for each other. They don't help each other, they compete, they can gossip about others. So I'm just saying, it's just a world that we live in is just a mess, and social media makes it worse. We feel even lonelier than yeah. So everything a person says nowadays is scrutinized. It's just extremely scrutinized, like to the point of like you cannot even say anything, and you better not say anything about any topic, because it's going to be a bad. Some places in the Bible is forbidden. What do you mean? God loves you and will send someone to you, whether Muslim, Christian, or Catholic, or Jewish. You can pray for God to send help. We have the same God. There's only one God. I mean, he doesn't, in many gods. I mean, that's mythology. The Greek people in the past, in ancient Greece, they had many different gods, like Poseidon for the god of sea, and yeah, different gods. But they attributed human nature to those gods that they created themselves. um, Hungary is supporting Russia right now, yes. Yes, interesting thing, but Hungary supports Russia on one hand, but Hungary doesn't support Palestinians. So that's like, the and also, I mean, not only Hungary has strange policies, but Turkey as well. So like double game. So like Turkey stands with Ukraine, but on other topics it collaborates with Russia, and Russia talks about Palestinians, but Ukraine talks about Israel. So like the messed up political scene, just like people, it's like all of our miserable lives are just all about control, that we are being controlled by other people, what they think, and the predominant thing, like everything is arranged. Like we have to go to school, attend school in childhood, and study, and then we keep competing in life for what? We can't even have like many of us don't own any flat or place, like we are kind of homeless. Well, we may just rent a small place, but I'm just saying, it's like we don't have any basic rights. We don't have basic rights for housing, like as a basic human right, like for everybody to have housing. No, some people have many mansions and all that, but others, just such a horrible world, and people just focus on, yeah, the happy thing, we should be happy because it's season, Christmas season. But what about the entire world, the whole picture of every single person, how different we live? like some people are homeless, some people barely rent a place, other people have many different mansions and flats and apartments. So it's so different. And what is different among us humans? We all were born into this world, and we die one day, we don't know when. But I'm just saying, what makes it so variable and different? It's depressing, yeah. But sorry, you are worthy, we each are. Well, I don't think so, I don't feel that way, but yeah, people accepting God but don't wondering why world is designed on violence. Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting part, another topic for discussion. Besides the different ethnic groups in the world, and different ethnic groups coexist in countries, so it's a different topic. But yeah, I mean, people keep talking about Allah, God, or Jehovah, whoever you ask, different religions. But why do we actually fight? It's just because, yeah, it's like we are told that, oh, no, the other is infidel or wrong or evil. Like this, stupidity is just awful. I don't know how to stop it, but I can't. Mm, Anyway, I'm sad for countries that have experienced war. In our recent times, Syria. What? Again, I'm just saying, it's just mm, I don't see. Why the minority of Christians, like, why yeah, I think they had to, most of them, I think they had fled the country because of the civil war. But I'm just saying, why? And the USA was, sending in, foreign fighters into Syria, and for what? Where is the answer? Like, for what? Did they make Syria a better place? No, definitely not. But it's about, the Western countries want to grab Syrian oil reserves and stuff like that, and they want to have influence in the region, and they kicked Russia out. That's the only thing, this was, for the past certain years since the Arab Spring, so actually in the 14 years since the Arab Spring started in Tunisia. Mm, nine leaders were deposed, like toppled governments. Nine governments have been toppled in the past 14 years, and the last one was, Assad regime that was toppled in Syria. And why do you think this happened, in the Middle East region? Why? Where is the answer? Israel. So some Muslim countries cooperate with Israel, others don't. And I think Syria was not cooperating with Israel. So that's why Assad was removed. So yeah, we don't. I don't know if you remember the past, about the topics about Iraq, and in 2003 when Iraq was invaded by the U.S. and stuff like that. Walaikum salam. So, but Saddam wasn't, um, I mean, he was falsely accused of, possessing weapons of mass destruction, and he was killed. So I'm glad that Mr. Assad wasn't, he's still alive. I'm glad. And I feel sorry for him because, it's a tough situation when you are attacked from all fronts. Israel attacks you, Western countries attack you, and yeah, what can you do when everybody attacks you? Where can you go? So I just don't know how else to. I'm from Hungary, but I don't live there. So I'm just saying, it's the narrative. And if you check my channel, I posted video about narrative, and in one of Assad's speech, the former ousted Syrian president was just saying that the narrative that we believe about, wars, and actually who wins the war, it's so strongly correlated with, the narrative that is given to people. So and during world wars, people thought that, Russia was the evil one even back then. But actually Russia was against the Nazis, but it was designed that the Western powers helped the Nazis to rise to power. So the Nazis would fight Russians. So basically, they wanted to weaken back then the communists. They wanted to destroy the communists because, the Western countries wanted superiority over the entire world. And this day now, it's actually what happened in Syria is somehow distantly, yeah, it's like the continuation of, that, like, Russia had presence in Syria, and the USA wanted to kick Russia out. And so Syria was stirred up and had this, experienced this civil war and awful things, and millions of refugees worldwide. So why, I mean, those poor people, why did they have to experience violence? It's just such an awful, disgusting way. But yeah, I'm just saying, I'm so sad I couldn't do anything for them. But I wasn't a Christian missionary to tell them, hey, I'm a missionary, and yeah, I'm here to help you, but you got to believe in this and that. I wasn't doing that because it's not in me to, like, you know in that sense, to convert people. It's not my thing. But I'm just saying, this is very saddening for me. Yeah, I really like Syrian people. Like, I found out that, as I just feel much for them, and a very few Syrian people I had met in Turkey, and few ladies, but they were polite, there wasn't a case like, yeah, you don't have it covered, oh, you are bad infidel, or you silly Christian or something. No one was saying such thing. And one of them, I don't know whether I have never dared to ask her, but like, whether she was, pro-regime or anti-regime, I don't know. But I guess maybe she was pro-regime. She had appearance of Muslim lady, but she was just saying that Syria used to be a country where, there was religious tolerance, and people, it didn't matter, oh, you were Christian, oh, I look at you in a bad way because I'm Muslim. And no, and we have, we had a beautiful country, and but and then I didn't want her to feel pain, to ask more details, like what have you experienced. I was scared to, like, cause any pain, like what she has experienced, I don't know. But I'm just saying, this yeah, Syria probably wasn't the, the I don't know, like, luxurious super country in the Middle East. Yeah, in the past, like, it was, not like, I don't know, Dubai, for example, the United Arab Emirates. Like, it wasn't like that, obviously. It wasn't rich like the UAE, for example. But I think the Syrian people, like, they had more connection with each other. Like, even in different religions, they were, like, respecting each other at the very least. And I'm just very sad that was, broken up, like this situation, like, it was stirred up. And so I'm just sad that because, the rich Arab countries, like the UAE or Qatar, for example, yeah, they can pay a lot of money to people, but where is the heart? Like, even if a country has a small Christian minority, why don't let it be, like, it's hello, and just greeting from someone from India. I'm just saying, just let it be, like diversity, not everybody can be the same. Why should everybody be the same? As I'm just saying, let's have respect, let's have, I mean, basic respect. Like, okay, you are Muslim, and yeah, I'm from a non-religious background originally, and I'm just a person, so I respect you, as long as I mean, you don't hurt me, even then if you hurt me, I don't do anything disrespectful to you, I'm not a revengeful person, okay? It's not my type. So I'm just saying there is where is that type of respect among people? Like, okay, I don't care if your religion is different, or whether you're an atheist or Christian or Muslim or Hindu, but basic respect, where is it in with people nowadays? We don't see that. I don't think we do. People keep arguing on social media, and that's not a good thing. Anyway, I will finish up this live soon, because yeah, it may be boring for you, I guess, to listen to this long monologue. But yeah, I'm just saying, it's tough to have a conversation with people, like a respectful conversation, not because you don't want to, actually you want to, but sometimes people don't get your point, like they misunderstand you, they don't see that you basically just, you don't care what religion you believe in, respect would come anyway. Like, it's not like I wasn't brought up in such an environment where it was like, oh, no, you cannot talk to this because that person has this religion or that. Nobody was telling me. It was planning to finish. Oh, I mean, it depends. I mean, maybe for a short time, if you like, I can talk about, I don't know, different topics like language or religion, or I don't know, history. Earlier, like I was just mentioning, that it was interesting how in the past, that when the Russian Empire came to fight the Habsburg Empire in the 19th century or so, that the Ottoman Empire was asked for help, like the Hungarians asked the Ottomans to help in to fight back the Russians. So that's just an interesting thing, that nowadays we see that Russia is evil, it's considered evil. I'm just saying that this is how. No. Somebody is writing communist is similar to Nazi. No. Because do you think that a world in which there is huge income gap between rich and poor, like extreme huge gap, some people have mansions and villas in many parts of the world, other people don't even have a home, and few can barely rent, and so is that the world, the capitalist world, such an amazing world to live in? I feel very depressed in a capitalist world. Sorry, I'm just tired. So, and I'm sick at the same time. So, a capitalist world is doesn't make me feel happy, because I don't have basic right for housing. I'm just a slave to slave to Israel, basically the capitalist world. It's Israel's thing, because USA is the biggest ally of Israel. So capitalist system and the Western world thrives on exploiting humans. So think of China, with a country of the second biggest population in the world. China is exploited. The USA exploits China and Chinese workforce, because there are many people in China, and so the capitalist system makes the people work for a very small amount of money, And so it's exploiting them. So the Chinese workforce is exploited by the United States. And this is not a fair system, the USA is trying everything to get the world back under its control. And so USA is an ally of Israel. So it suits Israel to that the US wages wars in the world, in Syria, in Ukraine, and wages war on the Palestinians. So it suits that capitalist system and mindset that the weapon industry gets tons of money from weapons sales. And so this is not something I stand for. No, I don't. And I don't like such things. So when somebody writes that communists are similar to Nazis, no, because the values are different. Because basic housing and basic right for education, it should be our human right. It's not something that we should really struggle to get those things, and so that's why Russia is hated by the Western world and the capitalists, because they don't believe that humans deserve housing and educational right. It's such things as housing and education is a privilege in the Western world. It's something that somebody sells its soul for. People sell their souls to Israel and become Zionists just for for money, because that's the only way they can get out of the miserable financial situation they are stuck in. I'm just saying it, that's why Russia is hated so much, because Russia doesn't stand for those values of capitalist exploiting system. Could you not? But what could you not? What they are doing in Europe? Don't mercy them. They are very different. What communism and fascism are not the same thing. True communism has never been achieved by any country. Human system that in the world, it's imperfect by its nature. There is injustice of some sort in each of them, each type of system, because humans, that's the sad thing about humans, that humans favor their own blood, and it is an unpleasant thing about humans, that is wrong. They don't look at the collective benefit for all people, the mutual benefit for everyone. They don't care about that. It's sadly bound to be imperfect, the system, because human beings are imperfect, sadly, and we all die one day. So yeah, it's a sad topic, but yeah. So I forgot to say Bismillah before, so it's tough. One thing I want to make clear in my video, I'm just like you, I'm just a person. Whether you see this scarf on me or not on my channel, it doesn't mean I'm, I don't feel good about myself, and I'm just a person. I'm just saying I feel very worthless in this system, okay? I feel that I'm stuck in this human system, which is very difficult and imperfect, and so I don't feel that I fit in. But I'm just saying I'm like you. I'm struggling, and I'm, I don't know anything. I'm, I'm not special. I feel worthless. This is, yeah. Don't tell me otherwise, because I don't feel that way. History keeps repeating itself, and yeah, returning to the speech I mentioned, that by the ousted Syrian president, that we were told that Nazism was defeated by Western countries, but Russia went along to defeat it, actually. But we it doesn't suit the narrative to give credit to Russia for defeating Nazism, and so we are told that no, it was the Western countries that defeated Nazism, but it was the Western countries that helped Hitler rise to power in before Second World War. That they didn't stop Hitler. Just saying, like, it's an interesting topic, why they didn't stop Hitler back then. Why? I mean, his ideology was how else can we look at it? It was very wrong and evil, but that was the situation. I mean, before World War II, the economic situation in Nazi Germany was bad. The economy wasn't doing well or something. And so then it gave rise, this situation, economy wasn't doing well, it gave rise to, Nazi power, and that's how Nazi ideology spread. People who were in bad economic situation, this type of ideology based on hatred of different race. I mean, actually all of us are humans in this world, but people don't behave like we are all humans in this world. That's the worst part about it. I'm saying that we argue over ideology, over religion, we argue over bullshit, because we don't give basic respect to other fellow human beings. That's the first wrong thing in the world. Like, it's just because of, I don't know, humans have jealousy and all that and crap. This is what annoys me. We all stopped him. What? Why you talk about Hitler? Why we have bad relations with Russia right now is mystery to me. Where are you from? They didn't stop him because they agreed with him until it started hurting their image and pockets. Yeah, that's the thing. When Nazism wasn't stopped, because it suited the Western powers that, well, they wanted the Nazis to fight with the Russians. And I mean, Russians and communists, so they wanted to destroy that. Because why? Who wanted it? Like, Israel was created in 1948, and yeah, this occurred after World War II and after the Holocaust. So and so what happened since 1948? The region in the Middle East have experienced turmoil from time to time, and there is no there is no real peace in the region, sadly. It's so odd that because basically the two languages, like Hebrew and Arabic, Semitic languages, so like sharing some root, like written from right to left. So and the word peace in Hebrew is shalom, and in Arabic salam. So what as salam. So it's a similar root, but the actually the basic thing is, human, yeah, one wants to be greater than the other. That's the basic root for the conflict. Yeah, one side wants to be greater than the other, and this is going to lead to bad things, because, and it's same in humans, like all societies. If one side wants to be superior over the other, it's not going to lead to a good situation. And so there's no basic respect, and so people fight over what? Over just the same land that people could share peacefully. No, they can't share, because human greed, no, this is my land, and they kick out the person, like you cannot, why? So this is like, I'm just saying, all what we see in history, it's a human flaw, and like imperfection, and so I'm just saying it's bad, that we cannot live side by side without conflicts, and disrespecting one another, for no special reason, just because, yeah, one side thinks, oh no, they got to be greater than the other one. It's for what reason? Anyway, violence only leads to more. Yeah, it's true. It doesn't lead to anything good. Violence is naturally brewing more violence. It doesn't lead to a better situation. So yeah. Hello, welcome to my channel. So religions, I respect you. It doesn't matter if you are Christian or Muslim or Hindu or atheist. It's not really. The main thing is about respect, and it's differs. Some people have respect for the other person, others don't. It's I don't control anything, so it's yeah, it's a difficult topic, but yeah, I'm just saying, I don't want people to fight against one another, but how will ever on this earth be justice for all? I don't think it can be, because there are so many competing narratives, and the narratives competing. This side says this, the other side says that, and they exactly like, how interesting that humans can just say the worst things about each other, like, so easily. And yes, I'm just saying that the Israel-Palestine topic is a very, very difficult one and painful one, because the Palestinians are stuck in horrible conditions in Gaza. I mean, the city is much of ruin, bombarded, and Israel doesn't admit that. Yeah, they bombarded much of the city, but yeah, it's the human thing, that yeah, they don't want to share with the other person, because they don't see the other person worthy, that they don't see the other person as a fellow human. They don't see the other person as their brother or sister or something. It's just the dark times that we live in now is just beyond explainable measures. I don't think I can just wrap my head around and say, yeah, I just don't know what to say. I can't do anything to prevent people from fighting, but I'm saying it's so wrong. And if people believe in, whether they say God if they are Christians, whether they say Allah if they are Muslims, whether they say Jehovah's Witnesses, or whether a person is an atheist, it doesn't matter, or Hindu, why don't we have respect for each other? I don't know, but I'm just saying, there's no way to create respect. It has to come from within. a person's willingness, like, hey, I don't judge you because you are this, or that religion, you follow this or that. Because how do we know that, people are raised differently in the world. Like, some people come from religious background, others don't come. And so why do we have to judge? It's not, not helping anyone. I'm just saying. Hello. So anyway, as for languages, it's getting dark. Any of you know Arabic? So yeah, I just find it hard to read, but like, Aina, Aina means where in Arabic. Hello. And so where, and sorry, what is min Aina, Yasser, Yasser, where is, so it's like basic Arabic, but yeah, it's just without any help. It's hard. Where, Aina, Amina, Amina. Where is Amina? How you say Jesus is Lord? I don't know in Arabic. Wait, Isa. Don't they say Isa for Jesus? Isa. And I don't know. Isa, and Lord is Rabbi. Rabbi, so I don't know how they say it. Aina, Amina. Amina. Where is Amina? Aina. Ainal Kitabun. Where is the book? I don't know how they say plural, but I think Kitabun. Kitabun is one book. I think it's not plural. And yeah, it's hard. وأين أسعون أين أسلأون. What is that? So another example. هو في it's hard, like this written way. Fi is means in. Fil hammam. He is in the bathroom. Here is a she. Here fil matbach, as in the kitchen. She is in the kitchen. Here fil matbach. Here alal cat. Cat. What cat? مكتب. School, right? مكتب. هو على مكتب in the school, I think. It's hard, right? I mean, the pronunciation in Arabic, I find difficult, because there are no sounds in my language. So anyway, as for the theoretical part about religions, Muslims see Jesus as only prophet, and Christians see Jesus as God, who was in human form on earth before, and Jesus ascended to heaven, and Christians say Jesus died for all humankind and was resurrected. Muslims say Jesus was a prophet, so like he was teaching humans how to live, how to be good. So it's an interesting part of how humans argue over theoretical differences, but yeah, but yeah, couldn't we just learn more about yeah, everyone? Like it's mm, I'm just saying, I don't judge anyone, on what they believe, because who knows why they believe in a certain religion. Maybe they were raised that way to believe in a certain religion. It's something that was given to them by their family. But I mean, other people weren't raised in religious setting, and they have to make up their own minds about what they believe in and how hard it is. That's. But I'm just saying, or whether or not a person believes in anything, like atheists, they don't believe in God. So it's a topic that, I mean, many people have different answers, and so um yeah. And but now the thing is, we are, it's kind of like we are gathering, like we have to be the same, like in a way, like social media is, you see, the beauty standards on social media, and people just, oh, this person doesn't look that way, oh. And so, there is like, criteria, and we see that, in around us, and it's tough that we are so stuck in such environment where we have to be in such a certain way. And let's have respect for one another, and learn from one another. So I will close my live. I get tired, and I don't feel well. So take care, and thanks for watching, and be kind. Goodbye. Ma salam. In Arabic, I think it means goodbye. Ma salam. I don't speak many languages at all, just Hungarian, English, and some Turkish. Unfortunately, just not enough. So, ma salam, goodbye.